he's also giving himself a lot of credit in his own particular way. And here is how he is describing the reaction to the meeting in a little video clip.
We brought him together in this room, and it was a tremendous meeting. Actually, it was reported as incredibly good. And my performance, some of them called it a performance. I consider it work. But got great reviews by everybody other than 2 networks who were phenomenal for about 2 hours. Then after that, they were called by their bosses and say, "Oh, wait a minute."
I have 2 things about that,
What's
John,
that?
real quick. One is his choice of words. You didn't see it in that clip, but right before the things he just said there, he said, "Welcome back to the studio." Okay?
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did. And so he called it a studio. Then he said that he got great reviews about his performance.
Others called it a performance.
Yeah.
Others called it a performance.
I mean, for me, it's work.
For me, it's
when
work.
I'm in front of the cameras,
To
it's
sit
work.
there and not say something batshit crazy, not start war with North Korea while demonstrating no knowledge of the topic we're talking about, I call that work.
So he just views it as a show. He does. I mean, and this is it's in Michael Wolff's book. It's in almost every report. He views every day, and this is from again White House insiders. Every day, like a TV show that you have to win that day, and so, but except it's not a TV show. There's 800,000 dreamers, and their lives depend on it. You might be sending them back to countries they've never lived in. Some of them don't know the language. They would literally not have any idea where to go.
Could be incredibly dangerous situations there.
Yeah, you would be ruining their lives, and let alone their loved ones that are here. But to him, that never crosses any of his. That doesn't cross his mind at all. He just thinks like, did we win? How's my ratings? Did I get good reviews? How was my performance?
Yeah,
it's just he's not a serious man.
No,
I mean that's super obvious, but it's disturbing in that thing. And all he wants is credit. And you know what, Democrats, just wisen up, man. Just like there is a way to like I don't want you to stroke his ego because it's just degrading and humiliating. But there's a way to like if all that MSNBC or CNN has to do is go, "Good job, Donald Trump, with those dreamers. That was amazing. That was one of the best things you've ever done." And you're like, "Oh, okay, that's it. Dreamers are in."
Yeah.
In fact, they all get citizenship.
$1 million.
Plus $100 each.
You get a car and you get a car, dreamers.
You know what? I'll treat them like
maybe.
the banks. I'll give them everything.
Yeah, there you go. But yes, he isn't quite getting that. I mean, look, he's obviously happy with himself. He thinks that he got good reviews. He's being nominated for an Oscar, actually. But it gets a little bit weirder. So here is a little bit more description of the reaction to the meeting. Let's adjudicate if this actually happened or not.
And unfortunately, a lot of those anchors sent us letters saying that was one of the greatest meetings they've ever witnessed. And they were great. For about 2 hours, they were phenomenal. And then they went a little bit south on us, but not that bad. It was fun. They probably wish they didn't send us those letters of congratulations, but it was good. I'm sure their ratings were fantastic. They always are.
God
That didn't
damn
happen.
it.
That did not happen.
And stop obsessing about the goddamn ratings. All right, and guys, come on. Is there anybody in the country that doesn't realize the guy's a lunatic yet? They said it was one of the greatest meetings they've ever seen. It was a perfectly normal meeting about one piece of legislation where he slightly agreed with Democrats, and people were like, "Oh, he's willing to sometimes agree with Democrats." I guess
Before
that's
he's
good.
corrected by the Republicans, saying, "Hey, wait, that's not actually our position."
Yes,
and where the most information he gave was, "I will sign anything you give me. I'm not going to say what should be in it." Great meeting, you're amazing. I mean, maybe they're doing what you said. Maybe Brian Stelter literally mailed him a letter saying that was a great job to get him to just back off and let the
adults. Of course not what Stelter does or CNN does.
No, it didn't actually happen.
Right, but one of the greatest meetings they have ever seen. If you want to get the whole Young Turks show every single day, become a member, tytnetwork.com/join. And once you do, you'll be saying,
"You know, I'm like a smart person."
Or you might say,
"I think it's weird."
Or you might say,
"Oops."
No, that won't be that one. It won't be that one. It'll be great, trust me. tytnetwork.com/join.